Okay, today we're going to talk about the secret number 4, making space in your heart. And this will involve doing some release work, letting go of past loves. Here's a story of one of my clients. I'll call her Mandy. Quite a while after her divorce, when her life was kind of back together, at least to some sort of balance, she thought she might want to at least consider dating. But she told me that whenever she started to imagine dating someone, meeting someone wonderful and spending time with him, that her mind just went into kind of a thought loop of thinking of arguments or conversations with her ex, made up conversations or a repeat of old conversations, trying to reason with him, to argue with him, to change the way it turned out. And it just kept on going over and over. And it was so frustrating for her. She wasn't enjoying it. She didn't want it. And she couldn't figure out how to make it stop. She wasn't making any progress trying to let it go, doing affirmations, writing in a journal. She said sometimes it even woke her up in the middle of the night. So she had this block, this resistance going on in her mind that just kept her stuck in that connection with her ex. As we notice, sometimes with most goals and dreams, when we tell somebody about them, our friends or our family, we often get advice or suggestions from them. And she did in this case. One of the things she heard about that she decided to do is she worked with a therapist and did several weeks of using a thought clearing technique. And she had soon dissolved that old thought. She was so excited about it. She said she blasted it to smithereens, and she finally felt ready to truly step into the world of dating. So when we have emotional attachments or resentments, longings or regrets about past loves, and that can keep us stuck in looking back mode. It can consume our thoughts, and it actually repels new love from coming into your life. Have you ever been around somebody who can't stop talking about their ex? It just doesn't feel good. It's not attractive to us. It doesn't feel good for them. It sounds like they're frustrated and they're not feeling positive or excited about moving forward in their life. We usually want to get away from those conversations. By the way, sometimes some forgiveness work might need to be done in that situation. We'll talk about that in another video. But for this one, we're going to talk about releasing a past love. Looking back in the rearview mirror does not work when we want to look ahead and move forward. So let's talk about a release activity, a release exercise. And there are many amazing ones. Here's one of the most powerful ones that I like to use. So this is an action step for you for this week, even for now after this video, if you like. When you're ready to do one, go to signify that you're ready to let go of this person and honor them at the same time so you can release your past relationship once and for all. Start out with getting a piece of paper and a pen or something to write with, a candle and something to light it with, a lighter or a match. And you can listen to some relaxing music and just set aside some time when you'll be by yourself and you won't be interrupted, where it's safe to light a candle. And once you're seated, then take a breath and light the candle. So this is a ceremony. It's a ritual. It's a way to clear any connection with an old love, a past love. At the top of the page, write, I am ready to release you, and then write their name. And then read it out loud to yourself. I am ready to release you, John, Tom, Bill, Joe, whatever his name is. And then briefly write, as though you're talking to him, what you appreciate about the time that you had with him. Mention a few of the highs and lows. This doesn't have to be a lot, just a few. Then tell him, as you write this on the paper, why you are angry, why you are sad, why you are disappointed. Just a couple of things, the main things. And then sit with this for a few minutes and just breathe and sit with it and feel how it feels in your body. And then write in huge letters across the page, I release you, whatever his name is, John, Bill, Tom, Joe. I release you. And then say it out loud and read it out loud. I release you, and mean it. Sometimes we feel emotional with this. We should feel emotional with this. Sometimes you might cry, your heart might be pounding. Just sit with it and allow yourself to feel it for a little bit. Cry it out. You're letting go of something that was very precious to you, but that is no longer serving you. Someone who no longer is valuable in your life to move forward as you look for love in your life. Feel the release. Just feel it. And then celebrate this huge step. So take some time to celebrate, go buy yourself some flowers, do a little dance in your living room, take a bubble bath, something to say, I did an amazingly huge thing, because really this is one of the biggest steps in moving forward into the love that you really want in your life. And I do have an optional step to take if it's something that will help that you would like to do. You can either crumble up the paper and just throw it in the trash, or you can choose a safe place outside, tear the paper up in a few pieces, like in your barbecue grill, somewhere it's a safe place to burn it. And this took a little preparation for me when I did it. I just made sure that I used a metal bowl out on the patio and just sat down with it and made that another part of the ceremony and just lit it on fire and watched it burn. But you can do that in a barbecue grill, somewhere where it's safe for sure. Go ahead and burn it. And then watch it burn. And as it is all finished burning and there's a little bit of ash left, you can gather up some of the ashes into a plastic bag and then drive yourself or walk yourself to a location where you can shake them out and let them go in the wind. As you say one more time, I release you, Joe, Tom, Bill, Bob, whatever his name is, and watch the ashes blow away. So powerful. There's no getting it back. It's gone. You did it. You released it. It's done. And then finish it up with a breath. Breathe in the first breath of your new life of freedom after this powerful release. You now have space in your heart for love. This is hard work. It really is. This, like I said, is one of the hardest things to do and the most powerful things to do, because a lot of women, once they do this, are ready and they meet someone very shortly after this. You did a great job. Celebrate your courage with this. And I would love to hear from you. If you would like to send me an email, I'll leave an email and a website address on the next slide after this. Enjoy this release. It's powerful. It's painful a little bit. It's emotional, but oh, the freedom that you have when you finish and you know that you have released the past and you have room in your heart for your love, the love of your life, the man of your dreams.